Last year, American gym goers spent over $2 billion on protein powder. Independent lab tests found that some of the best-selling tubs in the country contained less protein per serving than the label claimed. Not a little less, not a margin of error. Some tested 15 to 20% under the number you read on the nutrition facts before you bought it. $2 billion, 15 to 20% short. The protein industry is not just overcharging you. In some cases, it is under-delivering on the one number that justifies the entire purchase. 5 brands, 5 lab-tested failures hiding behind famous names and expensive packaging, and 5 alternatives that beat them on every objective measure at a fraction of the price. Stay until number 1 on both lists. Number 1 on the bad side is the most purchased protein powder in America right now. It belongs nowhere near your shaker. One number tells you everything before you open the tub. Cost per gram of actual protein delivered, not price per serving, not price per pound. The famous brands on today's list all share one characteristic. Their cost per gram of protein is between 2 and 4 times higher than the alternatives that beat them in independent lab testing. You are not paying for better protein. Protein is protein. You are paying for the influencer deal, the TV commercial, the stadium sponsorship, and the neon tub design. The 5 smart alternatives spend on the gram count. In blind lab tests, that decision wins every single time. Dymatize ISO100, $55 to $65 for a 1.6-pound tub at most U.S. retailers. Hydrolysed whey protein isolate. The word hydrolysed does a lot of marketing work here. It implies superior absorption, faster digestion, and premium processing. Hydrolysed means whey is broken into smaller peptide chains before it reaches your shaker. Independent research shows absorption differences between hydrolysed and standard whey concentrate are marginal, and they disappear almost entirely around a normal post-workout meal. You are paying for a processing distinction your body cannot reliably detect. At $60 for a 1.6-pound tub, ISO100 costs $4.20 per 100 grams. If you take 160 grams per day from powder, which is standard for a 200-pound athlete, that adds up to over $2,400 per year for protein. Labdoor has tested ISO100 multiple times. It passes. It does not fail. But that does not justify $4.20 per 100 grams when certified alternatives deliver statistically identical results at $1.80. Smart Alternative, PE. Science Select Protein, $45 to $50 for 2 pounds. It is a blend of whey concentrate and casein. Independently tested, label accurate, $2.10 per 100 grams of protein. It beats ISO100 in cost per gram. It beats ISO100 in satiety because of the casein blend. And its taste profile outperforms in every public blind comparison run since 2022. BSN Syntha-6, $40 to $48 for 2 pounds at current pricing. This protein powder masquerades as a lean muscle builder while delivering the macronutrient profile of a protein-flavored dessert. Read the full Syntha-6 macros: 22 grams of protein per serving, 15 grams of carbohydrates, 9 grams of fat, and 190 calories per serving. A comparable whey isolate serving contains 120 calories. The extra 70 calories are carbs and fat BSN includes to achieve the milkshake taste that drives repeat purchases. Syntha-6 is not engineered for athletes tracking macros. It is engineered to taste good enough that you buy it again. The formulation serves retention, not results. At $45 for 2 pounds, Syntha-6 costs $3.40 per 100 grams. You are buying 70 surplus non-protein calories per serving at premium protein pricing. MyProtein Impact. Whey protein, a cheap certified source of protein. $28 to $32 for 2.2 pounds. 21 grams of protein per serving. 4 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fat. 110 calories. Cost per 100 grams of protein is $1.50. Informed Sport certified for banned substance testing. It beats Syntha-6 on every objective metric except taste profile, which is exactly the metric BSN engineered Syntha-6 to win. Muscle Milk Pro Series, $50 to $58 for 2.3 pounds. The brand has spent 30 years calling itself milk while containing no milk, and calling its product a protein supplement while technically classifying it as a meal replacement. Muscle Milk's protein blend includes calcium and sodium caseinate, processed dairy protein forms that are less bioavailable than whey isolate. The Pro Series adds medium-chain triglycerides and a calorie count well above standard whey. In 2010, the Center for Science in the Public Interest filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission over Muscle Milk's advertising. The brand settled deceptive advertising allegations. The name and the marketing approach are both still running. Only the label language became more careful. At $55 for 2.3 pounds, Muscle Milk Pro Series delivers $3.80 per 100 grams of protein. The settlement cost the company less than the brand premium it still collects from gym goers who remember the name from 20 years of sponsored content. Smart alternative, Optimum Nutrition. Gold standard 100% whey, but only at the right price point. At $36 to $40 for 2 pounds at Costco or Amazon, Gold Standard delivers 24 grams of whey protein isolate and concentrate blend per serving at $2.10 per 100 grams. Independently tested, award-winning formulation, and the benchmark that every protein on this list wishes it could honestly claim to beat. We are past halfway. The first 3 cost you money, the next 2 cost you money and your respect, and they take it while you watch their sponsored content. Number 1 is the most purchased protein powder in America. Stay with me. Ghost Protein, $50 to $55 for 2 pounds. Ghost is the most aggressively lifestyle-branded supplement company in the industry, and the clearest example of what happens when marketing budget exceeds formulation investment. Ghost has collaborated with Oreo, Sour Patch Kids, and Chips Ahoy to create flavors that taste exactly like the candy. Making protein taste like an Oreo is technically impressive. It is also the entire product. Behind the flavor is a standard 25-gram whey isolate blend that independently tests at the same level as alternatives costing 30% less. Ghost's marketing is extraordinary. Celebrity partnerships, limited drops, collector designs, and a massive Discord community all push the brand. Every dollar of that promotion is funded by the premium Ghost charges over functionally identical protein. You are buying the lifestyle, not the gram count. Ghost Protein costs $3.20 per 100 grams. Bulk supplements, plain whey isolate delivers the same lab results at $1.40 per 100 grams. The difference is $38 per tub and $450 per year paid directly to Ghost's marketing department. Smart alternative, bulk supplements, whey protein isolate. $34 to $38 for 2.2 pounds, unflavored, no proprietary blends, no Oreo partnerships, certificate of analysis available for every batch. $1.40 per 100 grams of protein. This is protein stripped of everything except the protein. In independent lab tests, it matches or exceeds every flavored premium brand on today's list, on the one metric that matters, actual delivered protein per dollar. Number 1, and I need 30 seconds before you reach for the comment section. Optimum Nutrition, gold standard 100% whey, $48 to $56 for 2 pounds at current retail. It is the most purchased protein powder in America, by a margin that makes every other brand look regional. Gold standard is not bad. At a technical level, it is among the most consistently formulated and label-accurate products in the category. Labdoor has ranked it highly for years. It does exactly what it says. Gold standard is the protein powder that stops gym goers from looking further. It is the default. The recommendation has been preloaded in every beginner program for 15 years. Because it is technically competent, millions buy it 50 times over years without ever asking the question that would immediately redirect their money. At $52 for 2 pounds, Gold Standard costs $2.50 per 100 grams. Alternatives matching its lab results exactly cost $1.40 to $1.80. 3 years of Gold Standard, at 2 tubs per month, costs approximately $3,700. The same intake from MyProtein or Neutriost costs $2,200. The $1,500 gap is the price of being the default. Gold Standard leads this list because its success keeps gym goers from discovering that better value exists. It is number one because it is the most expensive comfort zone in the supplement aisle. Smart alternative, Neutriost Whey Protein Concentrate. $28 to $32 for 2 pounds. It is Informed Sport certified and third-party tested. A certificate of analysis is published for every batch. 25 grams of protein per serving. $1.70 per 100 grams. In blind lab comparisons against Gold Standard, the amino acid profiles are statistically indistinguishable. The only measurable difference is the $20 gap per tub. 5 brands, 1 strategy. Every bad brand charges for something that is not protein. Dymatize ISO100 for the hydrolysed premium. BSN Syntha-6 for taste engineering. Muscle Milk Pro Series for brand recognition built on a settlement. Ghost Protein for the Oreo collaboration and the Discord. And Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard for being the default, the answer that comes preloaded before you think to question it. The 5 smart alternatives: PE, Science, MyProtein, bulk supplements, and Neutriost. Charge for protein, just protein. In every blind lab test, just protein wins. Switch from any bad brand to any smart alternative, and the average gym goer saves $600 to $1,500 per year. That is for protein that tests identically in independent labs. A year of gym membership, new lifting shoes, a significant portion of every other supplement you buy. All funded by the money you stop giving to a brand charging you for its marketing budget. Drop your number in the comments, which bad brand and which smart alternative.